to episode 2 of Trumpet 101 High Notes. I'm the 5 Foot High Trumpet Guy, Alan J. Venezio, the author of Trumpet 101, a resource manual for trumpet players. And we're so glad to have you back for our second episode. We thank everybody who watched the first episode, and we have a great show for you today. I would like to introduce you to my friend Pete. On the last episode, I told you that Pete changed my life, and Pete really did change my life. However, Pete is not a person, in case you were wondering. Pete is the personal embouchure training exerciser. That's right. Pete is actually this little guy right here. Warburton Music Products has created this amazing, life-changing device, and its purpose is to increase power, stamina, and range in trumpet players. Now, all brass players really, but we're talking trumpet specific. What it's going to do is it's going to build a confidence in you you have never had before. How do I know this? Because I too am a product of P.E.T.E. That again is the personal embouchure training exerciser. There are two exercises that are done with this device. The first of those is the power and stamina exercise. Now, how you do that is you hold the P.E.T.E. in your hand this way, and actually I prefer to do it with my left hand. And the disc that's on the top is inserted into your mouth between your teeth and your front lips. You take that, once it's in there, and you completely seal around it with your lips like this, okay? And once it's in there, you want to create a sort of tug-of-war between your embouchure and the P.E.T.E. device. And you, as the player, judge that. And as you do this for seconds on end, you're going to start to feel it working this part of your embouchure. That's right, it's working actually the sides of your face down here. Why, you ask? Because the control comes from here. Most of players agree through the years that if there was a way to exercise these muscles, we would be able to harness even better, control the instrument, and endurance, power, even register to a degree. We would be able to control that a lot better if this could be exercised. Well, the problem is traditional long tones take forever to do that. Yes, they do the job, but they don't do it like the P.E.T.E. does. So, allow me to demonstrate. Put the P.E.T.E. in your mouth between your teeth and your lips, seal around it, and we're going to do sort of a tug-of-war with it. Like this. Now, obviously you need to do it for longer than that, but what you do is you create that seal and you pull, and it stretches all these muscles out here. Hold it for about 15 seconds or so, and you'll start to feel that burn. Once you start to feel that burn, you want to relax, take about 15 seconds off, do it again. So repeat that 3 or 4 times. As you get better at it, it'll take longer to feel that burning, and you'll be building endurance, you'll be building power as you do that. The second exercise, you turn the P.E.T.E. over, and you'll see it's got a ridged area here. You take that, you put it between your lips, again in front of your teeth, make a complete seal around it like a pucker, and hold it there, right in the middle of your chops. So like this. Yeah! Okay, like that. So what you're going to do is you want to make sure you get that seal and hold it so that you get this center right here. So this is all, we're building the center now. This is the range building exercise. This is what's going to help us to increase your upper register work. Now, let me talk about my story. When I went and saw Terry Warburton over at Warburton Music Products, I went to get a mouthpiece. I didn't go to get this. And after I tested out a bunch of mouthpieces, and he said, when you're done, I want to show you something. And he brings this out, and he says, try this. He says, but you can't use this until after you're done playing, because you have to take an hour to 2 hour break after you do your P.E.T.E. exercises. He actually recommends that you do it at night, right before bed, which is what I do every night. And so I did the exercises, and he said to me, you know, you'll feel this in the morning when you wake up. You won't even be thinking about trumpet, and bam, you'll think about this because you'll feel it. I yesed him to death. I went home. I did the P.E.T.E exercises. I went to bed. Next morning I woke up. Alarm clock rings. I wake up. All of a sudden, oh, I feel this right in the middle of my face. All these chops are burned, and you feel it just moving, tingling. And of course, first thing I thought about was the P.E.T.E. Within 3 days, I'd increased my range by an entire whole step, just using the P.E.T.E and doing my normal practice. Now, keep in mind, the P.E.T.E is not a substitute for practice. It is in addition to your normal everyday practice routine. So don't think, oh, I can do 3-4 minutes on the P.E.T.E and not do any practicing. That won't do you as much good. You definitely want to make sure you continue your regular practice regime while you are doing this P.E.T.E exercises, both the first and the second. Let me talk a little bit about the models that we have. This is the plastic P.E.T.E. The plastic P.E.T.E is $34.95. The second P.E.T.E that they offer is the silver-plated P.E.T.E. It's a little bit heavier, so when you do that range exercise, there's a little more weight to it because it's metal. And it's great. This one's really good. This one's $39.95. And the last P.E.T.E that they offer is $69.95, and it's the gold model. And it's simply like the silver-plated model, except plated in gold. Each one comes in a package just like this with a directions brochure, complete instructions, and you'll get it just like this package from them. If you want to order one, at the end of this video, there'll be the information so that you can do that. I highly recommend having one. It is going to absolutely revolutionize brass playing as we know it. So I would like to invite you to become a fan of Alan J. Venezio or a fan of Trumpet 101. Simply log on to Facebook and type in my name or type in Trumpet 101. Click the Become a Fan icon at the top of the page, and you're there. You'll get all our updates. You'll get all of our video clips like this. And I like to send out other things too, so please log on and become a fan. You can also see me online at www.trumpet101.com. That's the website for, of course, the book, the resource manual, Trumpet 101, jam-packed with all sorts of great exercises and motivational stories and texts that hopefully will inspire you to practice harder and become a great trumpet player. I'm very proud of the book, and hopefully you all will get a copy, and it will hopefully make a difference for you. I would like to tell you that episode 3, I'm doing a little bit of a special. With it being Veterans Day next week, and I'm going to be doing a Veterans Day performance on a Wednesday, I'm going to do episode 3 about taps, the history of taps, and how to perform taps. A lot of us don't know that. They don't know there's an actual way in which it has to be performed. And so I'm going to teach you all about the history of taps, where it's come from, and how it should be performed so that the dignity of taps remains. So hopefully you'll all join us for episode 3. At any rate, I'm the 5 Foot High Trumpet Guy. Thank you for being a part of episode 2. And until next time, I hope that all of your notes are right ones. Have a great day, everyone.